Hey y'all, and welcome to the Sprinkle Factory YouTube channel where we cover everything culinary. This is Chef Sprinkle, and I'm back with another delicious recipe. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and join our Sprinkle Squad. Today we're going to be making something super simple but super delicious. Some birthday cake cheesecake bars, y'all. Let's get right into it. The first thing that we're going to start with, again, y'all, super simple, two ingredients. It's going to be the crust for our cheesecake bars. We're going to use the golden Oreos, which taste super delicious and almost a little bit like cake. And we're going to grind those up using like a food processor or what have you. And then we're going to melt about 6 tablespoons of butter, throw it all together, and press it into the bottom of the pan. And that is our crust. Now, the best way to know if you've mixed the butter into the cookie crumbs good enough is if you squeeze it and it stays together. This is how we know it's going to form a crust, and once we bake it off, it's going to be nice and crispy and delicious. Now, once you get it packed firmly in your pan, we're going to go ahead and bake this off in a 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to take it out and let it cool while we make our cheesecake. So as you guys see, all of the ingredients, but as always, I'll go ahead and put the ingredients at the bottom of the screen. So what we are going to start out with is going to be 3 bars of cream cheese, room temperature to make sure it mixes easy. And then we're going to add 3/4 cups of sugar. Now you don't want to add too much sugar. That's why I kind of capped it at the 3/4 of a cup, because we're also going to add that sugar cookie dough. And even without adding sugar to the crust, it is still pretty sweet. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in some vanilla, a little more than usual, because we definitely want to get that delicious birthday cake effect and taste. Very important when you're making cheesecake or any type of batter for that matter. Make sure that you scrape down the sides of your bowl to make sure all of your ingredients are getting mixed up into this deliciousness. And then we're just going to go ahead and finish, you guys. I think the next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and add in the eggs. It's very important, though, that you add them in. Giving them time in between each one. So, maybe one at a time. Let the yolk pop and then add in another one. But it'll just be really hard if you dumped all of these eggs into the cream cheese right now. It will take a lot of time to mix it all together. And then you'll incorporate too much air, which makes for a cheesecake that's going to deflate. So just add them in one at a time. It definitely makes a huge difference with this. The next thing that we're going to add in is just 1/4 teaspoon of salt, A lot of people find it strange to put salt in desserts, but salt is a flavor enhancer. So without it, it probably would not taste as delicious. So don't forget that. Just go ahead and add in a little bit of salt. It's not much. Trust me, it balances everything out and makes it even more super, super delicious. The next thing that we're going to do, you guys, is we are going to go ahead and scrape the bowl again, give it another mix. Make sure it's fully mixed before the last step, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Now, now it's time to have fun. This is what I came for. The rainbow sprinkles, you guys. Go crazy. Have as much fun as you want, make it as colorful as you want. The one thing that I will tell you as far as a tip, like I said, make sure that it's completely mixed, because if you continue to mix the sprinkles in the cheesecake batter, what's going to happen is they're going to start to bleed a little bit, for lack of better terms. The color is going to come off of the sprinkles, start leaving streaks, and then you're just going to wind up with this big purple, blue, green mess. So make sure you just mix it 1 or 2 times after you add the sprinkles. And then what we are going to do is we're going to take these little store-bought sugar cookies and we're going to break them up into pieces and cover the top of the cheesecake with them. This gives the cheesecake not only another flavor, but also another texture. And it is super duper delicious. I promise you guys, once this is done and you get to enjoy it, it tastes just like birthday cake. And as you guys can see, we are just about done. Now, I used about 2 of the horizontal rows of the cookies. Don't put too many because it's going to be hard for your cheesecake to bake around it, but about 2 rows, and I think that's about 8 to 10 cookies. It will be perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw this in the oven. Takes about 30 minutes, you guys, and voila. Comes out super delicious. While it's warm, fresh out the oven, go ahead and add some more rainbow sprinkles on top, just for the effect. And those are going to melt down into the cheesecake a little bit, and it's going to be super duper beautiful. I love this, y'all. It's perfect for birthdays. It's perfect just to do something with the kids. I know all the kids are at home. As you guys can see, literally, it's just a couple steps to making this. Now, when it comes out of the oven, let it cool on the counter for about 20 minutes before you put it in the refrigerator. It is going to still be a little jiggly, not much. Honestly, it'll be firm around the edges. Grab yourself something super cute to plate this on. And in true Sprinkle Factory fashion, let's just slow it down one time with a slow mo. And with the hardest part being waiting for these cheesecake bars to cool, we are totally done, you guys. They're delicious, they look beautiful, and they're super, super easy, super fun. Grab yourself some candles if you're having a celebration. Everyone is literally gonna love these. I honestly have to give a lot of them away because if not, I probably would eat more than I should. But other than that, y'all, thank you so much, so much for watching. I love y'all. As my grandma would always say, these are finger licking time. Make sure you guys make these and take some pictures. Send them to me on Instagram, on Facebook, even my email. I would love, 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 love to see them. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share this one with all of your family, all of your friends. As always, I'll see y'all next time.